Hey, it's going 963, going local with, are you ready for my French? My
Hit it.
bougie.
Yeah.
JØUR.
Ooh.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how was that pronunciation?
That's probably like a 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm honored. Thank you so much for coming in. We're so happy to have
Yeah,
you.
thanks for having me.
So around the cities, where are you from?
I'm from the Twin Cities. I grew up in the suburbs of Minneapolis, kind of southwest area. Moved around a little bit, but Eden Prairie, kind of Chaska, Carver, all of the above. But then moved to Minneapolis. I've been living downtown there for the last 5 years.
EP, you guys have a great AMC.
Okay. Yeah, we
Amazing
do.
cinema.
Also a great high school football team.
Is that, oh yeah, you guys are always like going for championships and
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, well, they were when I was in high school, but that was a long time ago, so who knows?
Who knows now? All right, cool. We're happy to have you. You are, if someone didn't know of your music, how would you describe it to someone?
I would call it kind of dark electro alt pop.
One of the best subgenres of alternative and pop. You know, like how alt pop's kind of like, it's both,
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
electro.
yeah.
It's amazing. Okay, so like who would you compare that to?
Oh, I think I pulled a lot of influences when I wrote this record, but I always wanted to be like Florence and the Machine. I always wanted to be like Daughter. It's another amazing band from Europe. And then a lady named Brooke Fraser, who's from New Zealand. So actually, all of them are from not America, but amazing female artists. And I think all three of those bands were ones I tried to emulate in my writing.
Yeah, I know that's kind of a tough question because like you don't want to compare yourself to anyone, but there's influences,
Oh, yeah.
there's reference points.
Totally. Yep.
Okay, now are you ready for the deep journalism?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I kind of skipped over this, but I want to know, do you have any like secret like food spots in the Twin Cities? I'm trying to like up my food game. Do you like have any like secret gems you can like share with us?
Okay, lately I've been really digging on Revival.
Classic.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of didn't think I had a favorite restaurant, but then my friend reminded me the other day that I do, and it's Revival. Because I have to eat gluten-free. I know that's a little like whatever, but I have food problems. So they have the most amazing gluten-free fried chicken. It tastes, I mean, it's heavenly. I go there a lot now.
Yo, get it how you live. That's awesome.
It's so good.
Okay, you want to know something? I've never been to Revival, and I only hear great things about it.
Okay, yeah, next time, it's time. The next time you're going out for dinner, it's the time to try Revival.
Well, I'm here. I'm at the station during dinner
Okay,
time.
lunch.
So like,
I mean, supper,
okay, you're right. I
lunch,
could go to
supper.
lunch. How did this all start for you? How did you get into music?
Music kind of just came naturally to me. I grew up playing piano, taking classical lessons. I started when I was 4. And then always kind of wrote poetry and stuff and put it to song when I was in high school. But I could never really accompany myself. I was always just like classical. So it was sometime in college that I began to actually put music to my poems, where I was writing on the piano and singing. And then, yeah, I just was so excited that I could even do that I just started writing all the time. And so I have written records and released them as Jordan Myers, which is my birth name.
Jordan's a great name.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
Yeah, you love that name too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But then I decided to switch to JØUR because I really wanted to, I wanted to be able to express myself more fully as an artist. And so I was also playing keys in other people's bands as Jordan Myers. And I wanted to also kind of have like some separation between Jordan Myers, the keys player, and Jordan the musician who has her own solo project. So I came up with this JØUR idea, which is just a shortening of my name. And it's enabled me to do so much more. I think visually, I really have begun to push the envelope as far as like the photography and the design and the movement and dancing on stage and really creating like this full persona that I really enjoyed developing and creating and embodying with this new record.
That's awesome. So you oversee everything, like so from the visual aspect of it, you're curating all. You're not like outsourcing that. I know like a lot of people have directors.
Yeah, I did all the art direction. I did all the graphic design myself, and kind of just sort of birthed this huge thing all at once. It was so exciting though. The whole process was amazing, and it was really exciting to step outside of just music and step out into the visual art world. Because I think for a long time I just thought like, oh, visual art's for everyone else. Like I'm just a musician. But I kind of discovered this new side of myself that was really excited to exercise and grow.
And it's like full expression too, because
Yeah.
like the with the audio, it goes along with the visual. If one's lacking, it kind of,
Absolutely.
especially when you're like, you seem to be very in tune with your vision and what you want. So the album Chiaroscuro,
Yes.
tell us about the title. Like, what does that mean? Where does it originate? It's a sweet. It's Chiaroscuro. I feel
Chiaroscuro,
like
yeah.
I'm ordering pasta.
Yeah, it's It's Italian. It's an Italian.
Pasta?
It's a pasta.
It's so inspiring.
It's an Italian art term that was birthed around the 1680s, and it's I guess it's a technique that began around then with fine art painting, where they were creating the transition from light to dark. So they were having light parts of paintings and dark parts of paintings, and for the first time adding dimension to their craft. And so the whole concept of chiaroscuro is this juxtaposition of light and dark, and it actually literally means bright dark. And so I think I named the record last. It was the last thing I did. It was after all the artwork was done. It was after all the photography and the video and the music was written and recorded. And it seemed like the final thread that tied everything together, because like as I layered on first making the music a certain way, like very minimal but dark, but also like having these pop sensibilities. Then as I started to explore the visual aspect of things, I was just really drawn to high contrast, darkness and lightness, and like just like these bright shadows and all these different things.
It's like the sound, the bright with the dark.
Yes,
and
yeah.
It's reflective in the visual.
And I didn't realize it till later when I was like, oh my gosh, this is in the songs.
You were unintentionally brilliant.
Right. And so, I kind of in retrospect was like, whoa, this all ties together. And then somebody put me onto that term chiaroscuro, and I was like, this is it. And I know everyone's going to have trouble saying it, and it's going to be annoying, but like there's nothing more perfect. Like I couldn't think of a better name. And
It's incredible.
Thanks.
Like I got goosebumps. Like, wow, this actually was like a creative outpouring, like not calculated anyway, just very organic and real and authentic, and that's just super dope.
Yeah, thanks.
What serves as your creative catalyst for something as incredible and seamless as that? Like, what really inspires you?
Wow, that's a hard question. I mean, there's so many things that
I'm a journalist.
There's so many things I think that I tried to pull from, specifically the Bauhaus art movement from the 1960s and 50s was really inspiring to me just from a design aesthetic. And I found that I really wanted to capture that essence of simplicity, which was another thing I really strove for when I created the record, when I was writing the music, is I wanted to have space, and I wanted to see the music as a space to be filled, rather than just a bunch of sound. And so me and my producer, Matt Patrick, created like a space of sound. And then when I would look at the artwork from the Bauhaus movement, it was all about space and simplicity and like geometric shapes and just coming back to the basics. And so I just felt like all these things came together to create like this cohesive idea, and it felt so true and so like distinct and accurate. And so, yeah, it was just really exciting how it all unfolded.
I can't wait for you to be like this mega pop star, like selling out the acts and stuff. Zeke, can't you just feel it? Like, she has the vision. Some people just come in here, like, no shots at local artists, but they come in, and not people I have in here, because people that come in for interviews are serious, but like people I talk to, they're like, oh yeah, we just play, like we have this vision, but they don't really have a vision, you know?
Sure.
They just want to be in a garage band, and like that's tight.
Hey, that's cool. That's a thing.
But like this is, I think you are a great case study for someone that's, maybe like you're like a junior or a sophomore in high school, and you were in band and you want to pursue this. This is I think you are a great case study in that. And like,
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for being like a dope. Like it's very inspiring to see people that kind of get it and want to go with it and are so precise in
I appreciate that.
execution. So every night when we have local artists in here, we want to play two of their songs back to back. We call it the 2 at 10. Hey, you're a local artist. You have new music out, so we should play some of your music. So
Please do.
JØUR in here for the 2 at 10. I want to start off with your most recent release, the American Nightmares remix with Doomtree's very own Laserbeak.
That's the one.
That thing bangs. It's like a soundscape. I feel like I'm in the Grand Canyon, like an electronic Grand Canyon.
Yeah, totally.
So tell us, how'd you get linked up with Laserbeak? How'd this song come about?
Yeah, I played keys and toured with Haley, formerly Haley Bonner, for about a year when she was touring her last record, Impossible Dream. And I reached out to her recently, and I said, I want to do some collaborations, and she's like, you should reach out to Laserbeak. So I got connected to him that way, and yeah, I mean, right away, like as soon as we started talking, he was so enthusiastic about it. He's like
the greatest
great
dude
song. I know, he's so awesome. And so anyways, we just kind of clicked, and then he did the remix, and then I met with him after, so we had never met in person, and yeah, totally hit it off, and we're like, yeah, buddies now. It's the best. He's so great.
And the song, and you guys just, the way Beak has kind of branched out since Doomtree, I think you guys both pushed each other like creatively to, it's such an organic like marriage of sound.
I couldn't be happier with it. It turned out so cool and really different from the way that I wrote, that I originally wrote it. He essentially just took the vocals and made new music for it. And it was like different chords, different everything, and I was like so amazed. I was like, wow, it's so cool that any song can be completely reimagined, and that's the most exciting thing about collaborating to me.
Changing the chord progression, that's like so scary to me.
I know.
It's like, oh gosh, like that's the essence, that's the foundation.
But he did it. He like found chords that went with those vocals, like that still worked, and I mean, you'll hear it. It's fantastic. I'm so thrilled. So yeah.
That's awesome. American Nightmare by JØUR. That is the Laserbeak remix on Go 96.3. We're in studio right now with JØUR. Your songs sound good on the radio.
Thank you.
You're incredible. So this is the 2 out of 10. We're going to go back to back with your music. I picked that song because it's been my jam recently. Now I'm going to give you free reign. You can pick whatever song you want to play on Go Radio. All you got to do is tell us the story behind it. So there's the stipulation, but basically you get to do it.
Okay. I'll pick, since we already did my American Nightmare, Black Hole is probably the next favorite.
Ooh, okay. Tell us about this song. How did it originate? What's it about?
Black Hole is totally about those people or that thing, be it a passion, hobby, love interest, whatever, that just takes and takes and takes, takes from you. And then the idea just being like that moment when you realize like, cool, this has to end. Like, it's time for me to move past this. And so, yeah, Black Hole, it's called Loving You is a black hole. Those are the lyrics of the chorus.
Oh, I get it. Like, it sucks the life out of you.
Yeah,
like a black
literally
hole.
like a black hole.
Oh, you artist types.
Yeah, or a starving fire, a vacuum soul, are the other words.
Bars. I love it. Okay.
So anyways, it's about breaking free from that kind of thing. Again, it could be a person. It could be even just a thing in your life that you love that takes away from everything from you.
For me right now, that's Red Dead Redemption 2, the video game that just came out.
Yeah.
I'm a casual gamer, but I'm like all into it. So that's my black hole.
I mean, it could be Parks and Rec. It could be,
That's not a black hole. That's like a light hole.
Yeah, actually, it's true. I feel like that gives me a lot of joy.
It's
So
like
it does give something back to me. It just does take a lot of my time.
It's very wholesome.
Yeah.
Top 3 TV shows go, because I feel like we have similar tastes.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna hate this. I just recently got Netflix from my dad.
Oh, that's fine.
And
never pay for it.
And right, and so like, but I haven't like been keeping up with TV. So like, I just recently started watching Parks and Rec.
Okay.
And then 30 Rock, and then I don't have a third one because I haven't seen it.
You honestly, I'm envious of you because we live in the best time ever for television.
Yeah. There's a lot of discovery ahead of me. But tell me, what is my third that I should endeavor to?
So you like
watch?
Intelligently written, but also sometimes silly comedy, like the
sure. I mean, I can get into that, but I'm open to other things.
The dichotomy of humor is. So I like Arrested Development.
Oh yeah, I did watch some of that. I have seen some of that.
I like.
I do like that.
The first 3 seasons of Community.
Okay, yeah, don't know about it.
Breaking Bad's a classic.
Isn't that one really violent?
It's definitely heavy, but like it sucks you in. And like the prequel to that's called Better Call Saul, which I'm obsessed with.
Whoa.
Game of Thrones, if you want to get really gory and kind of like incestuous.
I've heard about Game of Thrones. Everyone talks about it. I've heard about the books. I've heard the books are good too. I'm
like
way more of a reader. I'm like my guilty pleasure is fantasy novels.
Like what do you like? What's your most
right
recent?
now? I'm reading Name of the Wind.
I don't know what that is.
And I don't know what the name of like the series is, but I'm like, I love Lord of the Rings and like The Hobbit.
Lord of the Rings goes hard.
I'm like, you can just, they're so long that you can literally read them for a whole year.
Yeah. See, I'm the exact opposite. I'm more of like I'm a nonfiction guy, like perspectives or memoirs. But there's something about the fiction novel that I kind of envy. It's like to be able to create like this. It's kind of like making a song almost. Like you create this landscape. Like you create this image in someone's mind, and that's crazy to me. I guess I've never been. Have you been inspired by a fantasy novel like in your music?
Not in my music. I think like I like fantasy novels because they are so like mindless. I don't have to think about anything. They don't have like a lot of depth to them. But when I want to get like really nerdy, I love reading classics. So I read like A Tale of Two Cities is actually my favorite book by Charles Dickens. And I did write a song about that on the record.
Which song is it?
It's called Revolution.
On chiaroscuro.
That's
I
it.
almost like butchered the pronunciation. I was like, hold on, wait.
It's okay, I had you just in case.
Yes. Have you ever read Don Quixote?
Yes.
Don
Well, I
Quixote.
listened to it. I did it on an audio tape because it was so long.
I did it in high school just to be like difficult with my teacher. She had to, like pick any book, pick any class. I was like Don Quixote. It's massive, and it was like really like awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it was definitely an undertaking at some point.
Yeah, no, it is a beast of a novel.
I recommend it though.
Yeah, it is good. It's a great story.
Yeah.
And honestly, like so many of those classic novels, there's a reason that they're still around is because they're really great. So
Just like Mr. Brightside in like 50 years.
yeah, I don't know what you mean.
The Killers, Mr. Brightside. It's a song of our generation.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I'm sort of lame like that. I don't know.
No, you're not lame. Okay.
I don't always know all the names.
It's all good. Hey, where can we find you to keep up with you on social media and keep up to date on shows, merch, so we can support you and buy your t-shirts and stuff? Where can we find you?
Okay. My website, JEURmusic.xyz.
What's the XYZ domain?
JEURmusic.com was taken. So
But I didn't even know XYZ was an option.
you can make like anything a domain now. It's like there's a million choices.
So in JEUR, sorry.
JEURmusic.
JOUR.
JOURmusic.xyz. And then my Instagram handles, @JEURmusic. My Facebook is JEURofficial. That's the Facebook/JEURofficial.
And you have a show coming up with our homies, Yam House. They played our
Yes.
Go Fest over the summer. They're awesome.
They're such a hoot. I know. I just have like such a great time with them. So they are doing I don't know if it's been officially announced, but I can tell you it's happening. December 15th, we're playing at the Phipps in Hudson. So just like 30 minutes away.
I'll go to Hudson.
Make the trip. It's a big holiday show. There's going to be like a choir. There's going to be a bunch of great, awesome collaborations. It's going to be so fun.
Will there be a cover of Jingle Bell Rock with Yam House wearing like onesies and stuff? Can you facilitate for us?
I might be able to put in a special request.
Please do.
For such a moment like
Thank
that.
you. JEUR, thank you so much for coming in. We really
Yeah, my
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
So glad I could be here. Thanks.